Hey, hello, my friends. My name is Rick Billings. Hey, I want to talk to you about the recruiting and sales process, okay? And I want to, for network marketing, and I want to kind of keep it pretty simple here for you because, it just seems like it gets overcomplicated. And this process does work for a lot of other methods of sales, also, not just network marketing. So there's really five steps that you're going to take somebody through, and yes, sometimes people have more steps or fewer steps, but really, if you understand this overall concept, it'll be a little bit more clear to you. And I would venture to say this is online or offline. Okay, now it's very important to, number one, build trust and rapport with people. We'll dive into these here in a second, but trust and rapport. Target people that need or want something that you have to offer, okay? That's key. So many people don't do that. Present your opportunity, number three. Number four is follow up and answer questions or concerns. And number five is enroll and train to do the same thing, okay? And so let's break these down just a little bit, okay? So when you think about building trust and rapport, when you got to get people to talk openly to you if they're a stranger. And if you're online, that's done through Facebook Messenger, it's done through a website video, it's done through just texting back and forth to people, but you got to get people to talk openly to you in most cases. And if you are not able to converse with them, you can build rapport through a video. Okay, through what I'm doing here right now. You can make a video and people look at that video. I've had so many times that people have watched my videos on YouTube and they call me, they just say, I just feel like I know you. And that's what happens with video. It comes across that way, right? But you got to build trust and rapport is that first step. And the thing about it is the better job that you do at this, the better the next steps fall into place. Because we've heard it 100 times. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? And so they have to have that feeling that they can trust you, that the way you're coming across in your tone of voice, the expression on your face, the language you're using is not like trying to sell them. You're genuinely trying to help them, because that's what business is about, is helping other people solve a problem, right? Business is about solving problems and helping them with their need or want. So anyway, the first step is to build that trust and rapport. From that point on, you have to be able to target people that need or want what you have to offer. So that is so important. There's so many people that say, I don't want to talk to my friends and family and quit, targeting them. And that's true, because your friends and family probably, in most cases, unless you've qualified them correctly, don't need or want what you're doing, right? Doesn't mean, and so when you try to say, hey, come join my business, come do this or that, and it doesn't work, why would it work if they don't need or want something? Now, if they need more money, if they want to take more vacations, if they want more time off, they want to fire their boss, they need to generate income for retirement, that's a need or want. And if they do, if it's done right, you can talk to anybody. And you can do that again through using videos, if you're using an online sales funnel, or if you're talking to them in person. It's how you actually, articulate that to them, right? Because the minute you sense that they need something, you can qualify them with a qualifying statement. The minute that they don't, that they're not, that they don't need or want what you have. In our case, it's a health and wellness industry, so better health, better, wealth concept. If they don't need or want that, you don't talk to them. Why? They don't need or want it, right? So you move on. Maybe you can ask for a referral or whatnot. Okay, so targeting the right people, and even online, when you're doing advertising on Facebook, you've got to target the right people. The people that are out there looking and have a need or want that pertains to you. And the thing about it is that sometimes what you have to offer is not what they're looking for, right? They're looking for a service-oriented business. versus a product-based business. And the way again, how you articulate that to them and them understanding residual income and stuff like that versus a one-time sale in some cases, that's important, right? So you got to target the right people that are looking for what you have to offer. The next thing is you got to present your opportunity. You got to, use a tool. And a tool would be a video in today's, modern economy. People just want to watch a video. Just show me a video. Because it's a proven fact that if you try to convey to somebody that message, and they try to convey it to somebody, and they try to convey it to somebody, it totally changes. But when you use a video presentation that goes from point A to point B consistently in a certain time frame, it can be very predictable. And so use the tools when it comes to presenting your opportunity, and make sure it's thorough. Obviously, make sure it's going to provide them all the information they need to make a good decision, right? So present to that person. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to follow up, and you're going to answer any questions or concerns. And you should never, ever be scared to follow up. The money's in the follow-up, okay? This may or may not be for that person. This may or may not be for you, and that's okay. When we follow up after they watch a presentation, we ask the question, what did you like best about what you've seen? That puts the prospect in a position to tell you two things. I either didn't have time to watch it, or they would tell you what they like or don't like about it. Because see, if you just said, well, what do you think? They would say, oh, that's not for me. And they never watched it, right? They never watched it. Oh, that's not for me. But when you say, what did you like best about what you've seen? That now allows them to tell you they watched it or they didn't watch it, right? And if they didn't watch it, that's okay. Life gets in the way. Just say, when you have time to watch again, try to get them to commit again, but follow up. And about questions, when people say, well, I got a question about this right here, you've got to be big enough to say, I tell you what, I don't know that answer, but I'm going to find it out for you. And when I find it out for you, I'm going to get back to you right away. Because there's nothing wrong with not knowing the answer to a question. You're building a business. Nobody knows all the answers. I've been in our company since day one. I know a lot about it, but there's maybe a few things I might not know, depending on what somebody obviously would ask me, right? So you can always go to another person, your sponsor in the business, and find out that answer or concern that they might have. Following up is very, very important. The next thing is enroll them. If this is right for them, enroll them in the business and train them to do the same thing. Okay? So it's not complicated. If you go through this process, either it be online or offline, if you just really think about it, write these components down, these steps down, memorize them, and take action every day to expose people to your business, you'll build a successful business. Because in the network marketing business, they compensate us. Most good compensation plans will compensate you for building a team of people and training them to do the same thing. That's how the company grows and expands their business, through people like ourselves. Relationship marketing with other people, through our networks of people we know, or marketing to people that have an interest in what we're doing. Okay? So, if you got value out of this, you can share it with somebody else. If you'd like to learn more about how I implement this process, you can contact me directly at rick@rickbillings.com. Visit my website. I'm always here to talk with you, to help you, to answer any questions that you might have about building a successful network marketing business, online or offline. Thanks a lot.